Hey guys, this is Bridgette Stilley and welcome to Be Unfiltered. Today, I get the pleasure of sitting down with my amazing friend, Betsy Markle. She's a yoga instructor, a surfer, a badass. She owns Sunshine Wellness.
I didn't know whether we could curse or not. So
we could definitely curse.
Oh, yeah.
Hey girl.
Hey, I'm so pumped to be here.
Are you? I'm so excited. You have no idea that. Oh my gosh, why do I always get so emotional? I don't know. I get to sit down with people that I admire that have done so many great things for me in my life. And you probably don't even realize that. So,
Well, I admire you too.
oh,
You're a badass.
oh, thanks.
For sure.
Well,
I'm on
isn't
your
it-
podcast.
I know. We're
Like,
on
how
cool. I mean, don't you feel like at our age, I think we're around the same age.
think we are.
We're like a year apart. You just want to surround yourself with people that are uplifting, that are doing great things. And so you're one of them. So anyhow, we can gush about you for like 5 hours. But I want to talk about how we met, which is at the gym. I remember, when did you start there? Has it been like 10 years?
Probably like 8 years is my guess.
8 years?
8 or 9. Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I remember I had never really done yoga. I think,
Oh, really?
no, I had done yoga. But they said, oh, you got to go to Betsy's. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool name. I hadn't heard that name. I haven't, like Bridgette, it's an older name,
Exactly.
right? So I said, oh, okay, I'll go. And I went there and I was like, oh, it was so amazing. Your vibe, your aura, there's just something about you that was so attractive, not in like that way, but I wanted to take your class again. And so me and Jenny and Erica, we were like, oh, you got to go to Betsy's class. And it was like, just thinking about you. We were mom and hard with little kids at the time.
We were.
And, so it was every Friday, 8:30 in the morning.
It still is.
It
Yeah.
still is. And I don't get there because of the drop-offs and all that, but I try. And when I do, I'm so thankful. And one of the things about, I mean, I'm taking a lot of yoga classes. I love yoga, is I would lay there and you talk about how we're momming, how just take just 45 minutes
Yeah.
and set yourself up for the weekend. Just all your things that you would say. I was like, this.
Well, what's the point of going to a yoga class if you're just going to be thinking about your to-do list and everything you got to do? It's like, this is your gift. Why not like make the most of it and really get connected with yourself? And as you know, like if you really do that, like the whole rest of your day is
Oh,
different.
it's amazing. If there was a point where if I didn't go to your class on those Fridays, I was like, my weekend's going to suck. And all my friends thought the same thing. One of the funny things is, and I don't want to go too far into it, is that your sense of humor, when you brought the fart machine into the yoga class and all of a sudden you farted, I was like, what is happening? We're all dying laughing. It was real. I think it was in, your mom was in one of the classes.
I planted it in her purse.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I didn't say anything for like a few farts. And then I finally was like, okay, sorry, Mom.
Oh
Practical
my gosh,
joke.
it's so funny. Anyhow, that's how I met you. And I remember just at the time, I probably was, a little out of shape or overweight or whatever, not feeling really good about myself. And you just have this presence about you that I just was attracted to. God, I want to be like her when I grow up, right? Like I want to get that vibe. And how do I get there? So anyhow, that's kind of how
That
we
means
met.
so much.
Well, it's truth. I can't lie. So anyhow, I want to talk a little bit. We'll go back and forth, and I want to just get to know you a little bit more. And I thought you were from Jersey, but you're from
I'm from Philadelphia.
Philly. Are you an Eagle fan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
What is it?
Eagles.
What is it?
EAGLES. Eagles. Live.
And didn't you just win this weekend? Was there a big win or something?
Yeah, we won.
I catch it a little bit.
I like to think I'm like a real Eagles fan, but I'm not. Like after doing yoga for so many years and just being older and taking such good care of my body, I just don't want to see anyone injured.
Like, don't
I'm
do
like
it.
such a lame football watcher
That's
now.
hilarious.
So yeah,
So you're
it's more
born
for
in
fun.
Philly. You don't have an accent.
No.
Did
And I went
you-
to school in Pittsburgh, which they say like water, like it's water, and then the Yinzers. Everyone's got accents, but no, I don't.
Yeah, you don't. I thought you were from Jersey and all that. So, which they have an accent.
Yeah, it all depends which part.
So growing up, you have brothers, sisters, siblings?
Yes, I have a sister who I'm really close with. And then I have a half brother that I was not brought up with. But,
Okay.
A really good family life. Like I am blessed, no doubt.
I love that.
Yeah.
So you grew up, your sister, your parents.
I did not like Philadelphia only for the fact it was so cold, like all the time. I felt like a cat, like just huddled around like the heater at the bottom. And then it wasn't until we went to the Jersey Shore for every summer, went to Stone Harbor. And that's our family, like home that's been in the family for multiple years. And I would just be like, oh, I'm free. I can wear like a bathing suit or like flip-flops and just
We were always so
swim.
tan. Like you have
Yes.
the best skin, you have the best legs. I'm like, oh my God, I want to be like Betsy. Like I'm going to do what she's doing every day. No, but it's like I always say, because I grew up in California in 45 minutes from the beach. And once I could escape, I don't mean that escape,
No, I get it.
but I felt like I was a fish out of water. And so living here where I live, it's just water, water. It's everywhere. And
It makes me so happy.
it does. I lived in San Diego and I just liked when I would go over Mission Bay, I could see all the water there. So anyhow,
How long did you live there for?
so I grew up in California and then I lived in San Diego for maybe on and off 13 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a long
I
time.
don't think I knew that.
Yeah, my family's from Orange County and all throughout Southern California. So I'm a Cali girl, but now I've been in Florida almost 20 years.
I'm going back for Christmas this year.
Oh,
Santa Barbara and to San Diego we're checking out.
Oh, have you not been?
The kids have not been to San Diego, but our family knows Santa Barbara well.
Yeah, Santa
'cause
Barbara's
we
the
lived there
best.
forever.
So when you were a little girl, what did you do for fun? I know there was snow and all that, but what did you want to be when you grow up? What were your hobbies? Because I know nutrition is a big part of your life. Yeah. Was that something that was always?
I'd like to say yeah, but I don't think so.
Please tell me you were eating McDonald's and hot dogs.
Not so much. I had parents that were like separate where my mom was healthy and she'd pack really good lunches and made dinner every night. And we always had the family like routine of dinner. And then my dad, it was very typical family style where my dad worked, my mom stayed home, traditional, I should say. And then my dad was like a binge eater and I'd see him like eating like a whole thing of ice cream and then in his drawers were always candies. So I like both extremes.
So funny. My mom's like that. My kids go into my mom's room for like candy or pudding or something.
Yes.
I do try to find a little bit of a balance.
I mean, you have to, because I dealt with that growing up where it's like I would go to a friend's house and I'd like raid their cabinets because we didn't have much at our house. And now I'm like, okay, balance. Betsy. Like I don't want my kids I want them to I just don't want them to go crazy when they leave the house.
And moderation. We talk a lot about that. So did you play sports?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Total athlete.
You're definitely an athlete. Yeah. What was your sport?
Field hockey, basketball, and track.
Oh, wow. Field hockey. Wow, getting in there. Messing some people up.
I loved all sports.
Oh, that's so
it was
funny.
fun.
So you went to the University of Pittsburgh. Okay.
Yes.
And what was your major?
I thought I was going, I filled out the application and I wanted to do physical therapy just because I'm such an athlete. And I was like, nutrition's cool. I'll put it as a second part, and I ended up getting into the nutrition program and not the physical therapy program.
Okay.
And so I just went with it and ended up liking it. But Pitt's really cool where they had a clinical program and it was all set up. Like nowadays, to be a registered dietitian, you have to have your master's.
Oh, okay.
So back in the day, it was a coordinated program. They set you up with 1,000 hours of interning with the 4 years. And so I did it all. It was great. I liked it. But it's so clinical. So it's like you're really in a hospital setting. My first few jobs were at a nursing home, hospitals. And I was like, I don't think this is me.
I could not see you doing that. No way.
No, I don't really want to talk to anyone who doesn't want to talk to me. Like, it's never going to sink in. Like, they're really never going to follow through with anything. Like, you just had a heart attack. You should be eating this, and this.
And they're like, I don't want to hear that. Yeah.
No, they need time to digest and like process everything. And then they come and see you when they're ready.
When they're ready.
And then I've just had the pleasure of just creating my own business to want to like work with who I want to work with. And that's motivated people. No doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
like
all
me.
the difference.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
just
then
like
you, where did you meet your husband?
It was in New Jersey. He's from the shore and lived there. And
A Jersey boy. He doesn't look like a
Yes.
typical Jersey boy.
yeah, his family owns a surf shop. And so my mom used to work at the surf shop before we dated. He didn't even know. Like everyone knows that surf shop.
What's the surf shop?
Suncatcher surf shop.
Suncut. I've never been.
Been there forever.
I've never
and it's
been to New
huge.
Jersey, Philly.
You'll
I've
have to
never been
visit
to any of those
sometime.
places. So
Every
is the
summer.
surf shop still there?
Oh yeah, it's thriving. Yes, and I think we met when I was maybe dancing like at a club. When I say club, like the bar there, and that's what
I was
those,
like, what kind of dancer are
those
you
were
talking
my
about,
wild
Betsy?
days. No, I was on the bar with a friend just because we were wild back then.
Yeah.
You know,
Hello?
I just can't even believe
I
how
didn't do
wild
any
I
of
was.
that, children. None of that.
We had so much fun. and
Aren't you glad there wasn't cell phones when we were young?
I even say to my kids, I'm like, you're lucky of me as a mom where I don't want to know where you are at all times. Like, I got away with so much. I want you to have a little bit of freedom. I will
fun.
check it if something's wrong.
Yeah, make a
or I don't
mistake.
trust you.
Yeah.
But overall, like, yeah, poor kids these days.
I
My
know.
gosh.
We had a good time. So you were dancing on the bar. This is great. And you met
Fred's Tavern, yes.
and you met him there. Or you said you think you met him there, or you did meet him there.
Do I remember?
Do you remember? There might have been alcohol involved. Oopsie.
Well, no,
That's such a
I met
fun
him at the
story.
very end of my craziness. And I was like,
You had to kiss a lot of frogs, right?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, and then it just clicked where that's when I kind of went to my real job and started
You were growing up.
Yeah.
I met somebody. And it also helps to meet somebody to become stable, to do all those things. So he was, because I know he is in construction.
Yes.
And was he always, was his thing?
He always worked at the surf store as well,
Store,
managed
and
that.
then-
But yes, and it's just so nice to have a man who does.
Oh, we just talked about
construction.
this. Yes.
Yes.
Somebody like, can you build me a casita? Because I've been to your house and it's pretty badass.
Thank
I love
you.
your house. I stole your backsplash and your granite idea.
I feel so lucky to like create my dream home. And it's not like we go crazy, like money wise. It's like we do things on budget. We do a lot of it ourselves. We have fun with it.
You can tell. Yeah, I know. You guys, I went to your house and I was like, this is so cool. That corner lot that you have so much space
Yeah.
and you have that extra space. Like
Build a cottage for my mom.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Have a
So
little band
he's-
room. It's really cool.
How long did you date before you got married?
Like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got married.
Yeah.
Where'd you get married?
We got married in Stone Harbor on the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, the mayor married us.
Oh, the mayor married you? Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So does he have the love of travel? And
Oh yeah,
so,
we both do.
You
It's
both are
good.
like, because you're always going somewhere really cool.
Yeah, I'm the travel planner and love exploring new places. We do home exchange as well. So we have people come to our home all the time, take care of our pets while we like check out all these new places.
Wow.
It's like a fun way to travel, like and be less of a tourist and more of like a kind
Yeah,
of
you're in
local
someone's
experience.
home. So they
Yeah.
come and take care. You're going to have to tell me all about that.
Pretty
'Cause
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would. That's like a site that you go on and okay, like an Airbnb.
To me, it's just like shopping. I'm like on there. I'm like, where do we want to go? Like, what dates? Let's see what's available. and they're like beautiful homes
that's
that we
amazing.
get to stay
Yeah,
at.
that's really cool. And you've had a good experience with it.
Fabulous.
Love it.
Yeah.
So what brought you? So I know you live in Santa Barbara. How did you get to California?
Brian and I literally were like, we're sick of the New Jersey, Philadelphia vibe, especially in the winter. And we're like, let's get out. So we literally packed up our car with our dog. Our Toyota 4Runner was like filled to the gills. And then our dog Duke was like at the top. He had like one paw on me, one paw on Brian as we were like just driving always. And I was like, God, he has fish breath always because he was like nervous, where are we going? But we just went for it. And like Brian literally like just was digging ditches in the beginning because he's just like no ego. And it's like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm like, I just need to work. And I was waitressing.
love that.
And then we just started to kind of create our lives there. And
I feel like that is so important as not just a couple, but as someone trying to figure out where they're going. It helps you know where you want to be. Because I left when I was 20 and I moved all around. And when I finally came to Florida, I knew, okay, this is where I want to be because I went out in the world and kind of checked some things and waitressed and digged ditches. Try to say that 3 times. Just kind of humbles you a little bit. And you see that, there's a lot more out there than you think.
And I have kids that are growing up. One's in sophomore in college and a senior and a younger one. But I'm just always pushing that little bit of, don't you want to travel? Don't you want to check out somewhere new? They're like, the world's so big. And
You're like, yeah, go.
yes.
But, so you have 3 kids. So you go there.
2 of them we had in Santa Barbara.
In Santa Barbara.
Yeah. And we have just so much like friends that are family there. So we
You have
visit.
2 girls and a boy, right?
Yeah.
And so the
Girl, boy, girl.
sophomore in college is your son or daughter?
My daughter, my
Your
oldest.
daughter.
Yes.
And where's she going?
She's at FAU.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Love it.
then your middle one is in.
He's going to graduate
he-
this year.
Oh
So
my
crazy. So
goodness.
crazy when a boy graduates because you're like, oh my gosh,
I know,
Are you
the-
ready?
Yeah.
he is maturing, and it's beautiful to watch them grow up. And as a parent, it's like so cool when you do have that trust and you are at that level where you like want to hang out with them now. Like before, I was like, it's like you're parenting all the time. It's like you
Yeah.
always have to be like
I don't want to be. I
just
can't be
in
your
control
friend.
and like really just guiding. And now it's more of.
You've done a great job. I can imagine. I want to be your kid.
I'm gonna say I did. All right, I'm just. It is fun.
And then your youngest, is she in 7?
Rosie's in 7th.
7.
Good job. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she's at Hoover, right?
Yeah.
Because Bella's
She's
at
gonna
Delora.
just rule the world. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Good
they're
stuff.
she's I know a surfer because I know I've seen her at the surf camp.
They've all surfed, but honestly, they're not following like Brian and I, which you can't force kids
No.
to do anything.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've always surfed since you started going to the Jersey Shore?
No,
or-
just it was like my first gift from Brian was a surfboard for my birthday being with him. So he's a big surfer, surf shop, and then yes, we now surf and travel all over.
I know.
doing that.
When I have gone to the beach a few times, and then here comes Betsy, her amazing legs and tan and her surfboard. I'm like, oh, she's so cool. I just want to be like her. And I mean, I've lived in Hawaii and I've had surfboards and I've surfed and all that, but I always say I don't have the upper body strength. It's just so
girlfriend, you
hard.
do.
I know.
You
but
got it.
I find it exhausting paddling. And then if I don't catch the wave, I got to paddle back. So I don't know if that's part laziness or like, I'm like, can they just tow me back every time?
Well, once you get it, you'll love it because you love exercise too. It's just part of it. Like
well, James is a huge surfer, and he's
Yeah.
like, he's always like, Mom, can you surf with me? Mom, can you surf with me? And I go, my excuse is always, oh, when the water gets warm, like so in the summertime, and then summer's coming on, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go out there when the water's warm. I think I just enjoy watching. You know, I used to have a thing for surfers, so I used to just like watching and laying out and looking for sea glass and
there's nothing wrong with all
and
that.
swimming and all that. Yeah. So I'll leave the surf, but my friend Juliana, who I sat down with her and interviewed her a couple weeks ago. She's a surfer and she just learned a year ago.
Oh,
And she's loving it, and so she's trying to get me out there. So I will try. I told her invite me because I'm not going to do it on my own.
yeah, absolutely.
So you're raising your family. When I met you, you were yoga instructor. Working at the gym. I didn't really know too much more about you. Then all of a sudden I see. Well, in class, you started talking about your nutrition tips, and then I think you might have talked about a workshop. And then when did you start? So your company is Sunshine Wellness. Okay. So when did you found that? When did it start? And tell me just a little bit about what it is. And
I mean, that really is my profession, what I love to do. And the yoga is just a cool bonus. Like I literally do it for myself. I might do it for free. Like I enjoy it so much. I love my crew.
okay, can
who
you come to my
comes.
house and do it?
I know. Honestly, if you ever need to, I think it's amazing. So when you heard how like my schooling's very clinical, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this for the rest of my life. And so then when we moved to California, I started working with holistic doctors. I worked with an endocrinologist who is very well known. And so a lot of the celebrities were coming in. She's written many books, and just to hear a different point of view of like how this metabolism works and how it's more hormone based and how we can really stabilize the blood sugar, the insulin, the adrenals, all these things with our daily habits and with what we're eating, it really clicked. So it was like, I know how to help people. So it really, and in the beginning too, I also became certified as a personal trainer. So it's like just having all these factors now where I'm like nutrition, the exercise, yoga, all these pieces. It just felt like, oh, I know what I want to do. And so once I stopped working for the doctor, I started my own business and it just slowly evolved. So I've had my own practice for close to 15, 20 years now.
Really?
And I've just taken it everywhere with me.
Sure.
And it's just grown into and morphed into like more of an online thing. We did that before COVID, but we were prepared for it. So that was really nice. I've grown, I've shrunk, I've done all these things in like the ebb and flow of life. Sometimes you're just really busy with kids and you just want to spend your time there and you just have a smaller practice. Other times you want to be ambitious and grow and like have my badass time,
Yeah, and I think you're like in that time right now because obviously your kids are a little bit older. So I don't talk a lot about, I have autoimmune disease. I was diagnosed 20 years ago and my mom has autoimmune. And how I came to know Sunshine Wellness is in yoga. I just was not feeling good. I was not in a good place. I thought I had rheumatoid arthritis. I couldn't even walk. I couldn't get out of bed.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was really, really bad. And I would always, I have inflammation. It's just, I think a lot of people have inflammation. And I was at my wit's end. I was at the point where medicine wasn't working, doctors weren't working. And every time I'd be in your class, I thought, I should do that. I should do that. It took me almost a year.
I know, it's never quick.
It's just, and then I was like, I'm just going to have a consult with you. And I did the consult. And I remember you text me or email me. I couldn't believe your name came up because, and then we did we FaceTime. I think it was a FaceTime talk about a consultation of what I eat, what my daily routine, one of the things you said, I had no idea. You look, fit, you look happy, you look healthy, right? And that's one of the things about my podcast too, is that isn't always what it seems, right? We can look a certain way, but I felt awful and I literally couldn't walk or leave the house. It was really, really bad. And it was so difficult with and this was 3 years ago. I want to say it was 3 years ago, like right now.
Okay.
Could have been 4.
I was going to say 4 probably.
Is it 4?
I don't know. I'm
3 or 4, but
dates.
it's this time of year. And you're probably right. It's probably 4.
Because it feels like a while ago.
It feels like a while ago. And so you were immediately, I can help you. And one of the things I liked was one of the things that was intimidating is a program. And I had to commit. And I think that's what held me back. But then when I waited too long and I finally was like, and I told EJ, I said, I don't care if this cost me $1 million. I'm going to try this route. And through food, through classes, your program, oh my gosh, it changed my life.
Yeah.
I mean,
you had such dramatic results. It was amazing.
And I committed to it. I still have my journal on my nightstand. I mean, I don't follow the program like I did, but those,
no, you're not meant to.
Those, the way we read labels, that was such a big deal. And I still will text you, hey, I need a clean protein shake. And then you'll say, oh, do this or that. Or my breakfast cookies I have every day. And when I run out of them, I'm like, oh no, I need my breakfast cookies.
Yeah.
And your program, I mean, I can attest it works. And what was really neat was the accountability that every Friday, we got online and there was other people, men and women that were going through the same thing. And then I would see people at the gym like, oh, you're in Betsy's program and I have this. And so just kind of made me feel better and more normal. Yeah. I know other people have problems too, but sometimes we just don't.
We all do.
Talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember I was like, I can't drink alcohol. What the heck? I'm like, I need my champagne and my wine. And I remember like a month in, I'm like, so how much can I drink my champagne again? I was like, what can I drink that'll help? Which was funny because I started to feel good, but I knew I had I eliminated everything. It was gluten. Cause I remember you're like, we need to just dial everything back.
Yeah.
So,
and just to make it clear, like it's not that it's forever that you do that. It's just an experiment to we got to calm down the inflammation, figure out what's the culprit, and then find your like happy balance later on, and you like add it later because you can handle it and it feels right and you really enjoy it, and not because it's like a crutch or it's a habit that you just do.
Absolutely.
So
Gluten was a big deal too.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense for you.
yeah, I had to, once I eliminated that, now I don't eat it a lot, but in moderation. So tell me some advice. I know, I just found out I'm possibly right in menopause, which I didn't know.
Lucky you.
I know. And
Lucky us.
I mean, I still have to follow up, but I am possibly almost out of it.
Really?
Yeah, just by my blood work numbers.
Wow.
So I don't know. I have to follow up because I'm like, but I was having these crazy hot flashes a year ago and now I'm not. So I don't know. It's early. I mean, I'll be 50 next year. So, I mean, if I'm almost out of it. So is that where you find a lot of your clients? I mean, in my age right now, everybody's talking about the role. What do they, it's like, they're like, I have this, and it's menopause, it's
up, the roll around the
metabolism.
belly.
So if you could give women that because I know I have a lot of, women my age that are, the top like hormones and balance, if there's like some advice you could give, what would it be?
It's a great question because everyone is so different. So when you come in and you say, oh, I have an autoimmune disease, or my blood sugar's, getting off track, or whatever the issue might be, obviously I'm going to tailor it to that person. But in general, when looking at, because this is like my ideal client is a woman, perimenopause to menopause, hormones are shifting and everything that they used to do that worked no longer works. And so they're just so frustrated. And then they start to like hyper focus on it. And then it becomes this like level of stress and heaviness that really starts to age them even faster and ups the adrenals even more. So I think just a big factor for me, if I were to share it of kind of my thing is just, you have to be clear and confident with your journey. So if you were really in a place of struggle and you have no clue, sometimes you need help. Like it's such a big deal to like go and have someone that you trust, and maybe not a like 22-year-old influencer helping you with perimenopause or menopause, someone
Scrolling on TikTok, ordering things,
or anything that's more of an extreme. Like, there's a place sometimes for keto or intermittent fasting. Is it for women like over 40? No, none of the studies are on women. It's all on men. Why? Because our hormones make it so much more complicated. And something that's shocking to the body is going to stress it out more, which ups the adrenal response and the cortisol. And then it makes all the other hormones more messed up. So it actually like ages you faster, and it gives you more cravings. It makes you feel more out of control. So the answer tends to be more of like really figuring out balance for you. And in that balance is proper nutrition. So we're not eliminating any food group. We're balancing them all in a way, and especially like the quality of the food is going to be really important. The balance of each meal, the timing of the meals. And it sounds like hard when I say it that way, but it's like so easy once you figure it out.
I can tell you,
like so easy.
So one of the things I like about your program and you, and it's like a lifestyle. It's not this like quick fix, because I don't want to be quick fix. I want to have longevity. And that's what I liked about learning from you, because, we look online, there's so much information, false information, quick. Oh, I want to quickly lose 10 pounds. I want to quickly this. And so being in your program taught me moderation, longevity, and I eat stuffed crust pizza 2 weekends ago. It was amazing, but it was like
enjoy it
here and there. And I did, but I was on that Peloton the next day, and I was, doing the things and my vitamins, and I still drink my protein shakes with the avocado and the chocolate and the banana. I still have your recipe book that I share. My sister was in town. I said, hey, take a couple pictures of this. These are really good. And I tried to, remember the timing of the food.
Timing's big. Especially if I work with athletes. It's like, what do they eat before and after?
Yeah.
Oh, that affects the whole rest of the day. And
people are really into fasting. I mean, when I fast or I haven't eaten, I feel out of sorts.
We should feel out of sorts. I get like, a fast every once in a while is short, but For women, really, it's not quite an answer. It's not an answer at all, even when it's like a short-term kind of thing. And part of the program, what you're talking about also that I want to just emphasize is, yes, obviously I incorporate the exercise so people have confidence that they're doing it in balance for what their nutrition is, but it's the mindset. Like if we are always so hard on ourselves, and this is why I think the yoga comes into play, because I talk that language to everyone of like, we need to have that like clear brain to really be in the moment, to know that like, I'm in tune with my body. I'm listening to my metabolism. It's saying I'm ravenous. Why am I ravenous? Why am I having cravings all the time?
Why am I sluggish?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Why at 3 p.m. do I always want to take a nap? So it's just starting to really listen to the body and to be a little bit more quiet, not always have that like static noise in the background of always saying, I need to do this. I have expectations for myself. I could be, and like always be pushing yourselves to do more. When most people are doing their best, they just either need to work with like someone who's really going to help them or just at least be kinder to themselves so that their
adrenals. You talk a lot about that in yoga. And I always like that because we're always comparing ourselves as women. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's got it all together. I need that. Or, oh, I need to have that outfit or hair or bigger boobs or a better butt and all. It's like, stop. Just
it makes me sad, especially as we age. It gets harder where we look in the mirror and there's like, things are changing.
Yeah, things are drooping. Yes. I was like, well, it's funny. I'll have my glasses on, and if I get carded or something, or someone asks me something, and I'm all, did you see the crow's feet? It's happening. But one of the things I like when we're in yoga, you'll say, and you say it a lot, is don't look around. Don't look at someone that can get in a better pose than you. Yeah. It's like that competitive, oh, well, I can't do that. And I love that because I think, and I've done that when I'm totally guilty. I'll look over and say, oh, they're doing that and I can't do that. Our
society is all about social media. I can't even go on there without starting to have like a negative thought about myself. So I just stay away for the most part.
Yeah, no, you do a good job.
And I feel like just our bodies are just, what am I going to say? Like, it's just when you look at us, we might be tall and lean and people might just assume that we are healthy. And I know I am healthy, but I wanted to like bring up something that's just kind of interesting is just like my mom passed recently. So that was, it was like 3 months ago. So it's kind of just like new and it's still just so overwhelming. But she died of cancer, pancreatic cancer. My dad passed like 10 years before of cancer as well. Like I thought my mom literally was going to live forever. Like she had that vibrance.
Oh, yeah, she's amazing.
I know.
I mean, like, you guys amazing. Are twins too.
I know, and I have her body and I'm just like, she's going to live forever. I'm going to live forever. And it's just in the last few years, I got diagnosed with an autoimmune as well, Hashimoto's. And I know exactly when it happened too. It always happens like when the hormones really shift. And I know it was with my last birth and when my dad passed the same time that I gave birth, like really like within days. And so it's like having an autoimmune. And then just like in the last few years also, I did the like 23andMe, the genetic testing, and I find out that I'm Ashkenazi Jew. I didn't even know that is like a race or anything like that. And,
interesting.
And then every doctor's like, that's the worst ever. You are like number one for like all disease states. So it's just a little bit of a wake up call to be like, I'm so healthy. I feel so amazing all the time. But if I didn't take care of myself, really think I would be like struggling, especially at this stage of life. So I feel so lucky to have gone this route because it's not until you really like live it. And then when you teach it, it's like becomes part of your life. And so just, I am who I am, like Balanced Betsy. I love
Balanced Betsy. I love it. You really do walk the walk. And I wanted to I did want to bring up your mom and I'm so sorry. I met her in class with the fart machine. One of the things I know, so funny. One of the things I talk a lot about is loss. Obviously, losing EJ, which you were one of the people that immediately messaged me and made me my breakfast cookies and brought them over. And that was you're like, anything you need. And food was a big deal. It was hard for me to cook. It was hard for me to do anything.
I can't imagine what you went through.
And he was the chef. He was an amazing chef. He cooked every meal. He even tailored, when I went in your program, all our meals to, the recipes, the book. I bought everything and he did everything. So that was, I don't want to go too off on that, but you were there for me. And so, I've talked about what not to say, what to say. And even I struggled when I saw your post that your mom passed, because I thought, I know how close they were. But I said, what do I say? And coming from me,
I know.
Because and I think that I one of the things I'd like people to know is just don't overthink it. And so I think I just text you, hey girl, loving you, thinking about you. Your mom was amazing. Big hugs.
Yeah.
I think that was it. It just, that little, hey, I'm thinking of you is all you needed. So I know one of the things I want, she was amazing, obviously, great grandma and mother. So tell me I know how I keep memories alive. One of the things I wear is a necklace with his initial.
I love that.
And so if you go like this or like this, you'll see that it's an E, but a lot of times people don't even know what it is. And it's just a little cheapie off Amazon. It has a knot right here that I can't get out, but I love it. It's sometimes I wear it. I used to wear it every day. And now it's just sometimes when I want to feel his presence or I want to, I don't know, think of him.
I like that it's near your heart too.
Yeah,
to
it's
go like
right
that
there.
It's just always grounding.
And then my cousin Gina got me this bracelet, and it's very small, but if you look at it, it's a picture of him and I. And when you have to like close your eye and look at it, the picture's really big. And she gave that to me the day of his funeral. And I remember I cried my eyes out, and it's really rattered.
It looks pretty good considering.
I stopped wearing it because it started to get wet, and I was nervous it's going to break. So a couple of things that I do for my own peace of mind, and some people know, and now everybody will know my E. What are things that you will do? What's your mom's name?
Joey. Or
Joey.
The kids already all called her JoJo.
JoJo.
And then my youngest daughter is Rosie Jo, named after her. So I still have JoJo around me all the time because Rosie is JoJo. They're both like the loudest people ever. They say what's on their mind. There's zero filter. And
Oh my God, I love that.
They love to be around you and touching and like all like up in your grill, So I'm like, I got plenty of you still going on, JoJo. But my mom was a huge artist.
You're a huge artist.
Yes, but you know how it is. Like you get busy with life. So the fact that like I just bring out artwork, and it totally makes me think of her. And every time we play games, she's such a gamer. I think of her. So our family's big into games. I'd say like 80,
like board games or
card games. I mean, literally 80% of the time we eat dinner, we are playing a game while we're doing it. And it's not me asking now, it's the kids asking. So it's so fun. She was a trash picker. So she literally made like treasures out of trash. So
like just walking down the street or going to different
she'd power walk everywhere. And yes, she'd always be like, Betsy, get the pickup truck. There's something over here. And we go.
Like when people put stuff out on
I just cleaned out her cottage yesterday, which was very overwhelming but touching to be near her and just seeing all like most of her stuff in there other than her couch and her sofa was all trash before.
Oh my
and
goodness.
It's beautiful. Her cottage is amazing.
Did you take a bunch of pictures?
Well, I mean, when I say cleaned out, we keep it like
the way it is.
We always let people stay there, and anyone in need, we use the cottage. So
can I come when I want to get away from my kids?
Absolutely, 100%.
I want to be in the Joey's cottage.
Yeah,
I remember when you built that. I think I had gone by or some point. But
it was a beautiful time in life to be able to do that for your mom when she lost her husband. It's like have her feel so connected to our family. So.
And I honestly probably even prolonged, like my mom has lived with me for 10 years. And I know being around the kids and being around life and me has absolutely helped her, even live longer. So
Mentally, yes.
I
It's a good
know
thing.
that you will honor her. I know you are doing amazing things. I'm sure when you're out surfing, you think of her. Continue
time.
to do you.
You continue to do you. Uh-huh.
Well, thank you.
You are such an inspiration for others. I think this is so cool what you are doing. Just bringing in so many, just a variety of people and giving your take on it, because you have a lot of good things to say. And,
Thank you.
And it's all like you're just sharing. I call it mojo. It's positive mojo. I share healthy mojo, positive mojo, and we all need that. We really do.
Well, I'm here for it. This has been, I think you're maybe my 6th or 7th interview. And every time I sit down, and I think I say this every time, I'm so excited. I get to sit down with a friend. I get to dive into you, kind of tell you, more about me, and we get to know each other a little more. So I thank you for that. I hope I get to inspire somebody out there. And so thank you so much. Love you. And I'll be in your yoga class soon.
You better. Uh-huh.
Bye, guys.